Previously on Africa's Business Heroes, we met 10 inspiring entrepreneurs who are all changing the face of the continent with innovative solutions to some of our most pressing problems. Kitipani Jacob, founder of The Bulb World, a lighting manufacturing company specializing in custom LED technology. Khadija Bedwehi, founder of Praxi Labs, a business that provides students globally with a virtual labs platform. Violet Amwabing, founder of Skin Gourmet, a company making raw, handmade skincare safe enough to eat. Charlotte Magai, founder of Bukuru Clean Stoves, a social enterprise which uses waste metal to produce safe cookware. Navalaya Osembo, co-founder of Ender Athletics, who manufactures running shoes for export to a global market. Ogenetega Iotim, founder of Grit, a company supplying cold chain solutions. Chidi Nwagu, co-founder of Publicere, a digital content distribution platform for African creatives. Ikenen Zewi, co-founder of Relief, a company who developed technology to uplift smallholder farmers in the palm oil value chain. Yvette Ishimie, founder of Iriba Water Group, which provides clean and affordable drinking water solutions. Germai Abraham, founder of Aptech Africa, who specializes in solar and water pumping solutions. In the last episode, our top 10 heroes were given a challenge.
Your task is to identify a cause within your community
that aligns with both your business
and one of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals.
During the challenge, each of the heroes are being mentored by some of the world's business elite. And the heroes, too, have to mentor a young entrepreneur in the form of an apprentice with whom they have to share the challenge responsibility.
This is like a huge opportunity for me.
Though they made it through day one unscathed, it's not over. Today, we're turning it up a notch.
Game changer.
I feel annoyed.
And finally, a winner will be chosen. It's time for Africa's Business Heroes. Welcome to Africa's Business Heroes. I'm your host, Anita Erskine. Africa's Business Heroes has been making an impact across the continent for a few years now, and many of our alumni have seen their lives, businesses, and communities changed as a result of their journeys in this competition. Last year, we were blessed with 10 truly progressive heroes, and recently, we caught up with a few of them. Take a look at what they've been up to since.
My name is Oluwashagaoni. I am from Lagos, Nigeria, and I was second at the ABH 2020.
My name is Ethel Mpambwa. I am from Harare, Zimbabwe. I came third in the Africa Business Hero 2020.
My name is Diara Bousso. I'm the founder of Diara Blue from Senegal. I came fourth in the ABH competition.
It has been 12 months since we were one of the winners at the ABH 2020, and we've seen a lot of growth.
The experience of African Business Hero really grew me as a person. I am now recognized internationally, being invited at international platforms to tell my story.
ABH allowed me to take something that was, a childhood family project into a real professional company. It made me comfortable in my position as a leader, a female leader, an African leader. It made me comfortable in terms of realizing that, this imposter syndrome I had was not valid, and I am building something amazing and it's worth celebrating.
The money prize, it really turned the tables around for us.
What we saw was that because we had that funding, we could go out and do a lot more experimentations. And we've gone from having 4 facilities to having now 9 facilities across the country. And we've doubled our revenue since then. And so it's been really, really exciting time for us at Team MDAS.
The 2021 Africa Business Hero, I believe, is going to be amazing.
I think as a young entrepreneur, especially on the continent, we're all building something. I think Africa is the most innovative continent in the world. Like, everything is a problem and everything needs a solution, and we are very resourceful.
The advice I would give to the next group of African business heroes is to focus on the problem they're solving, have a great solution, and know that there are organizations like African Business Heroes who are willing to support you. This is an experience I won't trade for anything.
It's great to see our heroes' continued progression, and it's an important message for the heroes who are currently on this journey, as well as those still to come. Today, we'll push our top 10 beyond their comfort zones and make them sweat. But before we do that, let me remind you of the rules and what's at stake. Our 10 heroes are competing against each other in a Pan-African challenge where they are playing for an upper hand in the grand finale, and one of them will walk away with the biggest share of $1.5 million. If they win today's challenge, they will get first pick at their position in the pitching order at the final. This means that they could optimize how they are perceived by the judges simply by where they place themselves in the running order, and as a result, guarantee themselves a spot in the top 3. In this challenge, they've been tasked with identifying a course within their community that aligns with both their business and one of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. We gave them $300 as a Kickstarter to help them develop a plan of action that would make an immediate impact. Their ultimate task is to successfully present this problem along with their ideas to solve it to a global panel of 60+ judges made up of former peers, judges, and mentors who have been part of their Africa's Business Heroes journey thus far. So without any further ado, let's see how they fare in just one more round play. Let the games begin.
Hey, good morning. So we'll work further on the presentation today. We got details this morning on what the presentation should include.
Hardly slept, huh? My mind was working overtime.
I actually slept well. I thought about all the things that need to be done. I have trust in everybody that they will do what they're supposed to do.
I feel excited today, eager to, get plans moving.
The biggest challenge today is the presentation. Actually putting together our thoughts, making sure that it flows properly, it's concise.
Today we're just trying to get a complete sense of what we've been able to accomplish and how it's going to be executed as well.
For Girmai's team, the previous day ended badly with them having to go back to the drawing board. Now, with just one day left to complete the challenge, they have a lot of catching up to do. But it's a new day, and they're feeling positive.
Last night, my team discussed. After we left here, we had a Zoom call, and then we brainstormed the ideas. I believe we have used the time well.
I'm going to introduce the charging station. Kampala has the 15th highest air pollution level in the world. So the main cause of this is the transport exhaust, the motor vehicles, the motorcycles.
One of the biggest challenges why people are not using electric borders because there are no enough charging stations.
With no public network available, so meaning we are not having any public charging station around.
There are swapping stations when people come and then swap. So for us, we're going to have a charging station.
And then the cost of swapping a battery is 1.7. Meaning, instead of charging, if I choose to charge, I'll be saving 85%.
My team are designing it, the line diagram, and then in 1 or 2 hours, we might start building it. We never know.
Last time, we saw Ikenna focus his efforts on financing for smallholder farmers by gifting them new equipment to help increase their productivity.
So we have 3 things that we need to do today. First, we need to go and install the machinery at the mill in Abak. Second, we need to come to agreement with a smallholder farmer around supplying us with our nuts consistently. And thirdly, my mentee and I need to work on the presentation. Basically, create a storyboard of what we want to accomplish in the presentation. So we'll lay out what we want to put on each slide, and then we'll divide the slides up, and each of us will kind of work on different slides so we can complete things. So what I want to do is show that there are basically 2 outputs from squeezing the palm fruit. You get the palm nut, of course, and then you get the red oil, right?
We're going to farmland. Yeah, so call it.
In the last episode, Khadija decided to rebuild her virtual science labs to accommodate the hearing impaired. And today, her morning has gotten off to an exciting start as her apprentice has finally arrived in Cairo.
Meeting Isra today as a chosen apprentice. She knows the problem, she knows the solution because she doesn't have the problem of not talking to us. She can communicate everything to us, but at the same time, she has been suffering from being deaf all her life. It's amazing. اللي احنا عاملينه ده كله اصلا هو ستارت اب. جزء من المسابقه ان احنا ناخد شغلنا العادي هو المعامل الافتراضيه ده ونطوعها لقضيه معينه مهمه جدا. دي طريقه توتوريال في الاول كده تشتغل مع ذوي القدرات الخاصه مش بس السمع النظر كمان.
نهاية التدريب بتاعنا هنحط فكرة معينة ونحدد الهدف والربح الخطير بتاعتها ازاي نطورها.
The idea of getting an apprentice who have the same problem, I just understood that this would be the best option.
In Botswana, Ketapone continued his mission to uplift the youth in his community by planning to help schoolgirls with access to affordable sanitary pads.
So today, we're actually going to execute our business and make sure that it actually works. Excited. I really want to see this thing take off, and I really can't wait. I'm planning that we should increase the budget to 10,000. Meet with the supermarket owners. We need to meet with a few sponsors to get this thing going. So we have an hour to have sponsors say yes to give us 7,000 difference. We have an hour to get the store owner to agree to be our business partner.
I've learned leadership skill, which is humility. I think it's the best aspect of being a business person or a business entrepreneur. And one thing is action and hard working.
Welcome back. Right now, we're headed to Lagos to catch up with Chidi. Last time, he planned to extend his broad network to underdogs in his community to help them achieve their dreams. Today, they continue the hunt for inspired aspirations that they could find funding for.
So let's go back to when you were young, like 5, 6. Can you remember what you really wanted to become that time?
Fashion designing.
Fashion designing. A nurse. Her name is Peace, and she shared a very like inspiring story as well, like always. And yeah, it's going good. And what if I tell you that we can help you get somebody who would say to you, okay, come work with me, and I will make sure that you learn what you need to learn, and you become that fashion designer you want to become. Do you think that sounds good?
Yeah, it sounds very nice, and I'll be very happy as well because that's always been my dream. I love fashion a lot.
We have everything, to be able to create a compelling, pitch story tomorrow. So yes, we've gotten enough here.
Over in Rwanda, we saw Yvette and Sabera plan an awareness campaign to educate their community about the importance of drinking safe and clean water. This morning, they are starting off strong with an appearance on national television.
Turi kumwe rero na Ishimwe Yvette. Turi kumwe kandi na Ernest Sebera, nawe ni umuyobozi n'umwe mu bakora muri Iriba. Tuguhaye ikaze.
Ikibazo rero twe twabonye ni uko mu by'ukuri nubwo abantu bakeneye amazi meza yo kunywa hari ndetse n'abatayabona ariko hari n'ikibazo cy'ubumenyi.
Mu Rwanda abantu benshi wagira ngo no kunywa amazi cyagiye cyari nk'igitutsi ahari ko ubundi niyo mubwiye ngo uranywa amazi bati ariko se ndanywa amazi reka ntakunywa amazi ndinka. No kuvuga ngo abantu benshi ntago basobanukiwe akamaro k'amazi. Right now I'm coming from the Rwanda Broadcasting Agency. Now it's the whole day we are going in 3 places where we can reach at least 100 people.
Last time, we saw Violet's team engage an NGO focused on empowering women through the repurposing of plastic waste.
I'm feeling energized, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling hopeful.
Good morning, I hope you're doing well.
Yes, I'm doing well.
Let me just tell you something I thought about last night after we spoke.
Okay.
I thought that if you had another target, for example, an educational fund for the children that these women have, and at your retail points, you had this box that said, this is what this is going to be used for.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so... Dude, I'm telling you, we must have been sisters from a different mother. I will speak to Cordy, but that is brilliant.
So this afternoon, we have quite a number of different appointments that we need to push quickly on. And again, the time constraints, it's a bit insane, but we have a clear plan. We're here at Koala because part of our project, we have to help create a fund for the Women of the Innovation Hub's kids. And so we're hoping that Koala will let us place boxes at the checkout aisle so that people can put their change in there, and the Innovation Hub can actually create some money for the women's children.
How we wanted to partner with Koala was if we could get them to put boxes by your checkout. So that when they get, for example, change, they can put the change inside the box so that the women can use that money towards an educational fund for their kids. So we came to ask you guys if you please allow us to do it. And it's like, yay! Everybody! Thank you so much.
Time is not running out for us. I'm still pretty much on schedule. We're actually trying to reach our apprentice right now. We're gonna pick her up and we're gonna go to Dodua together.
In Nairobi, we saw Navalayo's plans to help other African entrepreneurs reach the global markets that she frequents. And while the previous day went well, today she seems to be feeling the pressure.
Tomorrow is a presentation, so it means I need to show traction. We say the deadline is 4, we go live with what we have, then we can add. I think I'm very worried about the traction because I know it can work, it's just the timing. I think I'm just anxious at the thought of plan B. I'm like, plan B is not good enough, so let's aim for plan A. But I accept. I need results today. It's a bit unrealistic, but I need those results today. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? How's the team doing?
So we started yesterday with the idea of the marketplace and working with some brands and expanding the opportunities using our market and our platforms. So we reached out to a number of brands. So far we have confirmation of 6 brands, and hopefully we should be able to go live today.
When the site goes live and the brands are launched or there, would people actually be able to buy?
People should be able to buy so that the traction isn't just the statistics like traffic to the site, but also the fact that products have been brought.
I look forward to seeing things online.
The plan from now is very simple. Everybody knows what they're supposed to do. Everybody has their deadlines. So we are going to have time for execution.
Yeah, we have 2 crops, 2 tights. We have 3 of those shirts.
And 3 of them.
What do we do? Something like that?
On the table. Last time I didn't like those pictures. Okay. You only taken the one for the mini. Okay.
We've done that, now you can go.
Okay, then now turn. What we're doing right now is making sure that we have the photos necessary to put live on the website once we launch the marketplace.
Previously, we saw Ogenetega adapt his cold chain solution to help local fish vendors reach a broader customer base. Today, he'll have to put that plan into action.
I'm looking forward to seeing how we're going to implement these things, because it's one thing to see it on paper, but it's another thing to see it being executed.
So we need to go to Makoko to validate the problem statement. Today we'll be visiting the fishing community market, which we're looking to, work with.
Where we're looking to interview a number of the fish vendors. The kind of questions we need to ask is, what are your market days? Are you allowed to sell on days that are not market days? So hopefully it goes well,
Last time, Charlotte lived up to her ethos of women empowerment and eco-consciousness by teaching a group of schoolgirls how to offset carbon emissions. With the challenge now already drawing to a close, she has to quickly bring her new apprentice up to speed.
I need your help to do a reality challenge that is being done all over Africa by other entrepreneurs, and we're trying to win. So there's a lot to explain, and I can do that as we go. But right now we need to rush and go get some trees. Girls, I'm excited to be going on this new tiny journey with you. I'd like to introduce you to Patricia, who is going to be my apprentice.
Looking forward to working with you guys during the weeks. She's so based into looking out for the environment, which is one thing I've always dreamed for.
Thank you so much for all your help with this project. This is not the end. It wasn't just like one simple activity. This is the beginning of a journey, and we're going to advocate for more schools to plant trees for carbon offsetting. And I am so glad that you get to be the first group to do that.
While our heroes are mentoring their own apprentices, they too are being mentored by great businessmen and women. And today, Khadija is about to meet her teacher.
How's everything?
Khadija, how are you? How's everything?
Good. A lot of adrenaline really from yesterday and a lot of excitement.
Tell me a bit more about what you've been doing.
We chose accessibility in general. This is the long term, but because we wanted something immediate, we started by working with the deaf people. So the team preparing the platform to be ready to be working with the deaf people, sign language. We talked to the community of the sign language. We had a lot of doctors and we knew some people there, so we started talking to them. Another thing which is I'm very, very happy that we did, and that's why I was working now with Isra, she's the apprentice that we got. So she had her master's in international law and now doing her PhD as well.
Ask your apprentice, what are the real obstacles for doing sort of maybe live classes or something in universities for people with hearing disabilities? And what solution would work best that maybe using existing technologies you might be able to like couple together with different APIs and make it work?
This is completely different from learning by trial and error. At least having someone to guide you, this is very important through a startup and for founders.
You're with Africa's Business Heroes, and we've taken a turn to Rwanda, where Yvette's team is taking their message to the streets.
We're going to give some small prizes, ask some questions so that they can understand the reason why they should be drinking water. If they drink river, it's fine, but I know if you have a big number of people drinking clean water and safe water, we'll have also clients for river.
Amazi n'umweru ndashaka igitsina gore kimwe abaragira agira ibara byagenze gute
Many people are understanding. The good thing is that even those who did not even understand before, now they are understanding.
In Ghana, Violet's still out and about, but this time they're getting hands-on.
Hey Bernice, we meet again. How are you? Okay, so this is our apprentice. Her name is Ginger. We call her Ginger, but her real name is Tracy. So can we show Ginger some of the stuff that?
Yeah, I brought some from
Okay.
buttons.
Wow, so these are the buttons. I think we saw them last time as well.
Yes.
That's awesome. So do you have people that you distribute these to, like seamstresses and things like that?
Not yet.
So then I'm happy. That means that we're the first movers on this project.
Yeah.
Yes, high five to that. Woo! Whichever way this project goes, I know that we've still won because we're about to do a really cool project. So regardless of the outcome, I'm still going in this direction. So either way, I'm a winner.
It's a busy day for Hassan, who is back online, this time with Kete Paone.
So what's the solution that you came up with, I guess?
I moved over to the girl child to say that they're all in need of sanitary pads. I'm gonna buy them stock, and I'm gonna allow them to sell sanitary pads at a way cheaper price than the market.
Rather than it just being the school or the business studies teacher that's excited and working on this, getting the students really to be very involved. And one example that I've seen in the past is having, the students in a class become a mini company themselves.
Making one of the kids a CEO and a COO, one becoming a finance manager, one becoming a marketing person, and actually encouraging them to run that thing like a real business, which will give them real life experience.
So rather than it just being like a shop, you're actually helping them understand what it takes to build a business like you've built.
All right, no, definitely. I'm gonna try it out. The advice helped me very much so. He showed me that I'm in line, I'm in the right track.
Can we take a list of all the fish you understand that we can get from new people in the market so that we will post it on our platform so that as the demand is coming, we just tell you that, oh, we need this. And what I need is, if for example, Barracuda, is it very big, medium, or small? You understand? Meeting really nice people in Makoko was very helpful, and we got to understand how the market works. they actually have a structure in the market. So you have people at the very top who, control the market and control certain things that are making all the money, while, the people that are, lower are still living in, poverty, right? And I think that's why what we're doing is also very interesting, in the sense that rather than having to deal with the top, you create demand, and then you get those people who do not have access to the funds, you understand, you deal with those people so that they can, have direct, interaction or have access, to the funds.
While Ogenetega gives guidance, elsewhere in Nigeria, Ikenna gives back.
We're here today to make an investment in the family of Esther Sunday, and we want to make it easier for them with the last step of their processing. After pressing the red oil out of the fruit, they then are left with this fiber and the seed of the fruit, which is the palm nut. They developed this tool as a way to manually remove the fiber from the P1. But as you can see, there's still lots of oil. There's a lot of oil in this fiber, so there's room to improve even the way that they press the oil out of the fruit. You can extract about 35% more oil than what they're getting today from what you see here, and this is being thrown away as waste. So what we've done today is we've provided an automated technology for this processing. It's loaded from this side, and then raw material is brought into the machine, and then it drops into this area, and the pulley then carries the raw material down. It strips away the fiber from the nut, and the fiber drops to one side and the nut drops to another. Every installation job is different, so we'll need to bring in some sand and gravel to make a strong foundation for the machine so that it can last for the years to come.
Ketepaune is moving fast today, and right now, he's out securing sponsorships.
Like on the phone call yesterday, I wanted sponsorship to make this project kickstart. Okay. The project is buying sanitary pads, handing them over to schools and letting the schools generate more money to buy more sanitary pads so that each and every child can have access to sanitary pads. As an entrepreneur, you have to be resourceful. So I've categorized to say, these are the entrepreneurs in my community that I can go to, and I know they're community builders. So 3 out of these guys, one of them needs to give me the money that I want.
Let me help you with 1,200 pula, all right, as a startup capital for these kids.
I'm excited. Impact really excites me, and I can already envision this thing working. We are here at the store called Daily Needs to look at the price and the different products that they have, also for a potential partnership.
For this one, I would like to come forward and give you a donation of 4,000 pula towards the project that is going on.
Wow.
And then also, as you said, when this project, as we have to sustain it for a longer period, and then I give you my promise that when they come and buy this product from us here, sanitary pads will give them at cost.
If someone gives you money, they've already taken you halfway there. So the rest is up to me as an entrepreneur to execute my plan.
Welcome back. We're heading to Lagos to see what's next for the creative team from Publicere.
What if we try to make them a story and make us a book and you publish it? I mean, you could be doing that every year.
Now, the idea is not to only make social media posts and where we talk about people and just post their pictures and tell their stories. We want to go beyond that. And one of the things we're doing now is to publish a book. Shoot the picture of the person, what I was just thinking, completely here, and then the story here. Now, this book will consist of 365 pages, which will be telling stories of 365 unique Nigerians that have gone through a lot trying to create the life that they currently have, and have been, are also struggling to create the life that they want to have. See, this photo is here, and the write-up is right up here. It gives the book a little dynamics. So far, the entire journey has been very interesting to me because I've remained open-minded. That's why we created People Making People. It's a project to share the inspiring stories. We're finally giving them the voice that they deserve. Every single person whose story was told in the book own 3.65% of the entire revenue that we make from it. So that means publisher doesn't take any single money from it.
This is Xavier, our head of technicians. This is Anna, our technical head. They are here to install the system. This one is a mini charger to electric borders. This will reduce carbon emission, reduce cost of transportation, of course, increasing charging infrastructure. Uptech team, you should be proud of yourself. On the morning, we said we'll get done by 4 p.m. Actually, it was yesterday. And then we managed to do that 20 minutes before, 23 minutes before. So let's clap to ourselves. I'm so, like we have such a great team.
Teamwork is making dreams work, and it's all paying off. Most plans have been executed. Now it's time for our heroes to focus on the upcoming presentation.
So you do the introduction, right? About the SDG as well.
Our mission is to tell a follow-up story, a much brighter story this time. We have to say it over and over again to make sure that we say it under 3 minutes.
Hi, my name is Keith Emali, and I'm an apprentice that works with Enda on the challenge.
He's still young, so I wanted to make sure we're giving him something where we have something to lean on.
I've learned that teamwork is really important. The team at Enda communicates effectively.
I'm positive that our presentation will be ready by tomorrow.
Game changer. Forget any digital programs for your presentations.
Now you have to make some placards, write a manifesto, act it out.
But make sure that you still cover all 5 sections.
I feel annoyed. I've been working for 5 hours straight on this presentation.
She was speechless at some point, and you could literally see the veins on her face.
So we've been given what they call a game changer, aka spanner in the works. So I know, right? So I'm like, this is so Kardashian. We have to find a way to deliver the vision without visuals.
They keep changing the goalposts. Like, there doesn't seem to be an end to this whole thing, and we have 2 hours to come up with a new plan.
We haven't started anything of that sort, so we're good.
We can make it work, right? No, we can make it work. We can make it work.
I'm happy. I'm so happy about it because I hadn't started my presentation.
Let's print this one out.
So you can do
We can print out and then we...
even you can do maybe motorcycle and add the fumes coming up.
Yeah, I mean, we are exhausted, my friend. These past hours are tougher than the last 24 hours.
We got dramatic.
Yeah. Someone in Nigeria who's like, oh, I would really like outfits from Kenya because I'm an avid runner and I'd want support like Enda, but I'd want Enda and like a full-on made in Kenya outfit. But where can I get this? So that's him asking. And then you as Enda person, you come, you're like, we have the solution for you. Here's the Enda consignment site, and you can order things from there.
So there are 5 parts to the presentation. There is the problem, there is the solution. It threw our plans out of the window, I won't lie to you. I was putting together a nice slide deck. I knew the direction I was going in, and then bam, the game changer. For the team section, I think it makes sense to just show the various members of the team, so maybe some pictures that we had today of us. Being prepared before our presentation is at stake. I think we did these kind of quickly. We can probably work on these and bring together a better result. Even if we don't get everything perfect with our presentation, I know that as a team we've been successful today, and I'm proud of my team.
When we first got the students, our initial plan was for them to present with us.
Yes.
Obviously that changed, but the reason why we wanted them to present was because we wanted the student to become the teacher.
Yes.
So I think if Patricia, you're going to be presenting mainly, right? So why don't we play that up, right? Like rather than the student, she becomes the teacher.
Can you do that?
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll be ready and we'll go for it.
وكده احنا هنشرح شكل عمل هنا مش محتاج ان انا اقول هنا هنجهز كل حاجه مكتوبه. انا مجرد هشاور بالاشاره مش هتكلم.
فهمت.
كتابه. ايه؟
يبقى محتاجين نرسمها بقى ونجهز الحاجات.
We have to find a way to be able to tell them in 10 slides because we have 3 minutes. 30% of Nigerians are unemployed as you get the idea now. So it still makes a lot of sense when we learned that the format has changed. We worked as a team to make sure that we created an alternative that accurately creates the same or similar impact to telling our story during the pitch.
So we start switching placards?
Quickly. Wow. So immediately you hold all of them. Immediately you're done with it, you drop it.
Consider the time period, in which everything changed, and him coming up with the new approach, he did it perfectly. It was a full job.
I'll do the graffiti. I just want us to finish. While you guys are working on this, I'll work on the back of this one. The budgets. Can somebody pretend to draw a dollar note? It doesn't have to be too serious. You don't have to draw. You can even draw my face with a hat. From now to tomorrow, we're just going to finish up our drawings, and then tomorrow morning, we're going to wrap up our act. The budgets. The budget, the budget, the budget, the budget. Oh no, you have to dance better. Come back. The budget, the budget, the budget, the budget, the budget.
It's down to the wire for our heroes. When we come back, we'll find out who nailed it and who failed it. Welcome back to Africa's Business Heroes. Our heroes have spent the last 2 days working around the clock to come up with a winning solution to a community problem. Today, they have to present it to a global panel of 60+ judges in an online forum. The hero who receives the highest vote from the judges will win the challenge, as well as the perk of getting first pick at their pitching position in the grand finale.
We have an hour now left for the presentation to start. Very excited.
I'm looking forward to my performance.
The game changer had me a little flustered at first, but now seeing all the pictures and charts come together, it's actually really exciting.
I'm feeling nervous, like we do not have enough time to finish our presentation, but we're working on it. I feel pretty good about our plan.
We are going to present what we did, and then it will be on to the judges how well we did.
Practice, practice, practice. That's what needs to be done.
I would like to believe that I'm solving a problem that is a worldwide concern, and I'm actually excited to see the feedback that I'm going to get.
I can't wait to hear what my team is going to present.
Our dear Lord and Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity, for this challenge. Our secret weapon is Jesus.
Today's presentation and today's program right here is going to be evidence that each one of you is building a company about being at the forefront of creating sustainable communities and societies across the continent of Africa and beyond. You will have 3 minutes, no more than 3 minutes. Please welcome the CEO of Skin Gourmet, Violet Amwabing.
We learned that when we're addressing any one of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, one solution is enough to basically solve a plethora of solutions. With every Skin Gourmet box that our customers purchase, that is 300 Ghana cedis or more, Skin Gourmet would purchase from the Innovation Hub a cute, wonderful gift that they made out of the plastic from the caps of plastic bottles and will put as a free gift for our customers. My team is amazing.
My team and I, we worked on a project we called People Making People. Every day we share beautiful portraits and short videos of silent heroes, along with interview quotes from them. The aim is to tell inspiring short stories of these people to thousands of Nigerians via engaging and emotional social media posts and provoking the right people to listen to their story and reach out and support these people. If I am part of the first 3, that's amazing.
Okay, you told us about the cold chain solution. Is this how exactly you'll be solving it?
Yeah, so basically what we've done is every fisherman is limited to the markets which they sell, especially in the Nigerian region. So what we've done is to help them increase the demand, as well as also help them, move the supply to where it's demanded, right? So we've created a logistics business. That's our core of our business. But we've also leveraged on social media to improve the demand required.
Are you a commercial business in East Africa focused on the running industry? If you are looking to access international markets, then the Tender Pamoja platform is your chance. One of the things that small businesses in our ecosystem actually ask us is how we've managed to access markets in US and Europe. And we decided to address that through this challenge. We decided to create an online marketplace on our website. The online marketplace is called Twende Pamoja, which means let's go together in Swahili. Together, we curate brands that share our industry, values, and customer base, and we basically present them to those markets.
Compared to other teams, I thought we did actually well.
In our area, we are having a problem of motorcycles giving off exhaust gases, and we are suffering from traffic jam due to the congested motor vehicles around the city.
What I have learned from today is you also need to present your stuff well. And electric companies aligned with us so we can expand their charging infrastructure in Kampala or in 7th Street.
We have captured about 1.7 kgs since we planted the trees yesterday. And this was all done in one day with $300 and the help of 5 high school girls. It was very difficult and frustrating. And what we're doing from now on is working with local schools to advocate for them to plant trees for carbon offsetting. Thank you. I just don't think we had enough time to prepare compared to the other presentations that I watched.
Can you see me now?
Yvette, are you okay now?
Yes? No.
You know, we had a challenge of power outage.
All right. Now we are developing, you know, the first goal of the UN.
The fact that, you know, the power was able to be back before, you know, we were called to present is a highlight.
The cause, we found that many people, they are not drinking water, and if you don't drink water, your life is not going to be fine.
Here we have a problem where Peter and Janet and John, they don't understand the advantage of drinking clean and safe water.
There is a lot of things that we would have done much better. But yeah, it's a learning process.
Our solution is giving schools stock to retail the sanitary pads in schools. 60% is going to be retailed, 40% is going to be given to the less fortunate who cannot afford to buy.
For the past 2 days, we were out to finding solutions to ways in which they can actually have mass production of the kennel. So we're able to give them a good machinery which is 10 times faster, 10 times easier, and 10 times beautiful, that is.
We didn't even rehearse our pitch before we did it, yet she led it and spoke with such eloquence, so I'm very proud of her. So the technology is now being installed, the cement is drying, and production will be kicking off in the next week. So we'll be really excited, not just to make this investment, but to see it in action, transforming a smallholder farmer's life. And we believe this is the beginning of many more equipment financings that Relief will do.
So this is the written agreement that we already signed, and I'm proud that we signed it in the 2 days, to work with NAID on allowing our platform to students with disabilities and instructors. They have reached to more than 50,000 public schools, 100,000 teachers, and 150 social support centers. All of them will be using Praxi Labs with the accessibility features over the next years with this agreement. I loved it. I really, really loved it. And if I would do it again, I would do it again.
And so our judges have the very unenviable task of telling us who our top 3 are. Are we done?
Yes.
Perfection. All right, you wanna know who's in the top 3? In the 3rd position, please congratulate Tego! Hey, welcome, bro.
Thank you, Anita.
In the 2nd position, please congratulate Ikeno! Congratulations, 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 congratulations.
This is a huge win for our team. I didn't think I was much of the reality type, but I picked the best apprentice in the whole competition.
and we were able to secure the second place spot.
It was really exciting having to come out amongst the top 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the first place, the brand that says you can use it and eat it at the same time.
I'm super happy, I'm excited, I am satisfied. The results were just as I expected them to be. Thank you, Jesus.
Next time on Africa's Business Heroes. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, the grand finale. Each hero will pitch their business to our esteemed panel of judges. They'll have to partake in an intense question and answer session. And finally, one hero will be chosen as a front runner in this season of Africa's Business Heroes.